All right, we're live.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Deathmarked. Last we met our intrepid adventurers, they had made their way through the outskirts, the outside portion of Cindass, to the ruins of the old city, and had finished clearing away the Valiant Heart Manor, finding several treats and tucked away goodies that Rastal the Reader had left behind as an agent of the party's patron, known as Nimloth. And he had uncovered a number of secrets. And before all the squatters who currently moved in, he had tucked away information regarding the combining of the forces of several underground elements of the Thieves Guild and other dark entities in the city of Cindass and the neighboring region. Disappearances of many of the people, perhaps kidnapped, perhaps magically vanished. It's unclear what has happened to them, and possibly even the storms that have plagued the region tied up in all of this. And so he had plotted a course, and the parties found a map leading them in the general direction of what he had called the Blooming Spark. And possibly the rumors of a divine spark in this area may be responsible, but it is, of course, at this point, simply rumor. And so the party rests up, and now claiming what's left of the manor and encountering one of the heirs to this manor. They take a moment to get a breather and wake up the next morning and can decide how best to proceed from here. And we wake up in that morning. You guys can continue onward where you wish to go.
Oh, we slept in the manor?
Yeah, unless you wanted to trek back through the city. But
No, manor's
so you wake up in the manor. It's quite a downpour from the day before. Most of the foliage that sprouted up through that chaotic storm has dissipated. You can still see the mushroom residue from the two giant ogres that were wrestling out in the yard and that were badly destroyed in that rainstorm. Unfortunately, nothing really survived other than maybe a little bit of their flesh and their bone structures locked in place, almost glued together by those growths.
okay. So if I remember correctly, we had a map to the location of uh, this base out in the desert.
Yeah, there was some sort of wild growth of jungle vegetation out in the middle of nowhere, and I believe Alistair and Nell both were able to, or at least someone in the party was able to remember that there are creatures that were summoned in ages past that could cause wild growth all around them, and mages, some of those powerful mages of their age, gave their lives simply to slow such creatures, and uh, one of those specifically exists on this continent, although it's supposedly last it was seen very far away. But such magic does exist.
Well, I think we should. I think we should get ready to go. Travel there as soon as possible. The longer, the longer this continues, the more people in this city are going to die from the unexpected storms. Not everybody can get indoors when it starts to storm like this, and
And
we see what
and
happens when that happens.
and we think that this blooming spark is the source of the storms. Is that right?
It seems like it's coming from that direction, so logically, it may be related.
Okay, so I mean that would be the most pressing thing to do, right? Is to try to stop these storms.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they are dangerous. I mean, it's not clear if it's. I mean, it is very annoying, and definitely it makes it almost impossible to go outside while the storms are raging, and they will kill anyone who touches them. But there's other things. Obviously, Krin, the dragon wormling that you guys have rescued, she's been kidnapped. Nobody quite knows where she is, but the
Yeah,
Thieves
we
Guild has taken her.
I thought we suspected that they'd taken her there.
They may have, yes. And then there are rumors of frost giants in the region, although those don't necessarily lead. Those rumors don't really lead toward the blooming spark, but all manner of other strange happenings that are kind of swirling around. Whether they're related, it's not really clear.
So it's going to take us a pretty good while to get to where the blooming spark is. Is the distance on the map right?
That is correct.
So it's about 110 miles away.
Yeah, you can take Madame Azra's sand ship, but that'll still take you 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
We should definitely do that.
Yeah. So I guess that's our next course of action is to ask Madame Azra for the use of her sand ship and head to the blooming spark.
All right. She's still in the process of clearing away the ice that's encased her tower, but most of it is dissipated with the intense heat of the desert. And she says, "Yeah, you're more than welcome to borrow it as long as you bring it back in good condition. And please, figure out what is going on here, and let me know. We'll see what we can do. I really hope that Rastal is all right."
I forget, how is the sand ship piloted?
There's a crew of ghostly oarsmen and also the wind, and then there's a ghost captain that is enchanted onto the boat that you guys can give orders to if you wish to, unless you want to pilot yourself.
I'm fine with them piloting it.
All right. Yeah, it's designed specifically to utilize them, since a sand ship, like all ships, can go 24/7, unlike horses or anything like that. You can't run 24 hours a day, but the sand ships can, and the ghosts never tire, of course. So they gladly accept your orders and head south if that's the direction you wish to go.
Yeah, we want to go to the place on the map.
All right. So it only takes you about 2.5 days to make it to the outskirts of what you can clearly see is jungle terrain that spreads out in all directions. And as you watch it, as you begin to approach, you can see the vines and the leaves and the tree branches reaching out in all directions, growing right in front of you, expanding from their current position. This is not a stagnant jungle. This is an ever expanding riot of life. And as it continues to do so, and you approach, you can stop your vessel, although you're not quite sure where you're going to be able to stop it, that it may not be overtaken if you take too long.
Um, well, uh will the pilots of the ship, if we ask them to, keep it out of the ever-growing foliage?
They will follow any orders that you give them.
Okay. Well, that's what I suggest. I think we should tell them to stay on the outskirts of the foliage, but as it grows outward and tries to engulf the ship, that they should keep it out of it. How does that sound to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
All right, so they will continue to sail along the outskirts in this general region. Hopefully, you'll be able to remember how to get back here. And they park, maybe 500 feet away from where the current edge of it is, and drop a plank down, a gangplank, so you can disembark from the ship and head down into wherever you're going to go next.
Yeah, my way of disembarking the ship is less graceful.
All right, so you hop off the ship. It takes off and just slowly starts maneuvering back and forth, awaiting your eventual hopeful return. And you can see, while there is foliage inching its way toward you, it's not impenetrable. So if you wanted to go straight in from here, you could. Obviously, it stretches on for a couple of miles in all directions, so you could try to go around, but then you'd have to walk it while you're also skirting the edge of an ever-growing forest or a jungle. So, at this point, this is from your approach on your ship. You guys can make a survival check if anyone would like to, or perception.
Sure.
I've got expertise in survival now.
All right. Well, Miri, you can pretty clearly see that there is rocky terrain to the east and west of where you currently are. And the forest, the jungle terrain is slowly advancing. You can even see trees start slowly beginning to pop up where the branches touch down or the leaves fall to the ground and grow up slowly before you. You obviously can't see all the way into the forest or across the entire region, but I'm going to move you to the map and you can just keep in mind and in character what you would be able to see from the edge of this. Obviously, you're at the northern end. I've put a little token for where your characters are. You're obviously at the outskirts above where the marker is,
Okay.
and you can decide how you would like to maneuver into this jungle.
So what can we see from where we are?
So from where you are, you can see the jungle rises up probably a good 20, 30 feet of vegetation up into the air. There's trees that you can see between, and the vines and whatnot, like snakes, slowly begin moving their way toward you. There's small bits of rain every once in a while. You hear the clap of thunder and a soft wind on the air, bringing in the smell of very strange floral smell, which is unusual in this kind of wasteland region that you're used to.
So it looks like the trees and all the vegetation is growing out of sand.
Indeed, it is. Eventually, if you look deeper in, there's vines that kind of cover the entire ground, and as do the leaves. But you can tell underneath that is just straight raw sand.
So, can we see through the trees any structures or anything that we should head toward?
Not from where you are.
Okay, so we just see trees.
Exactly.
Minus any other clues, I would suggest we just go to the center.
So just go straight in toward the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm for it. Let's go.
Yes, whatever this is probably coming from the middle, like most things.
All right. You step inside the forest. And
Is
travel.
any of the foliage or trees like moving unnaturally? I don't mean like moving in the breeze, but like moving like magically or as if they were alive.
Well, other than the fact that they're just stretching out like arms and then planting new trees over and over again, none of them seem to reach for you or anything like that, making you think that they're sentient, but they're clearly magical.
Okay. All right, go on. What were you going to say?
You guys continue onward for several hours. You can see that there is a path that leads, of some sort of stone that even this magical foliage can't grow across, that juts off to the east. And then there's another dirt path. Looks like it's been walked quite a bit. That's heading generally to the south of where you are. And the trees are sparse enough that you can walk through unhindered. You probably couldn't, sprint across if you had to get away quickly, but it's enough that you're not uncomfortably pressed in upon.
So you say a dirt path, you mean a sand path? There's no actual dirt.
It looks like the sand has been pressed down so many times that it's almost a solid surface. Your feet don't even sink into it as they do everything else here.
Okay.
Although nothing does grow there.
As we walk along that, do we see any tracks?
You can make a perception check if you like, or survival.
I would like to, yes. Let's see if I can.
You do. You can see that there, while you guys are walking for a few hours, you see that there are several dozen pairs of tracks that seem to be over the last several months going into the jungle. You don't see any coming out. They all appear to be humanoid.
That's ominous.
Yeah.
They go in, but they don't come out.
Yeah, one-way tracks are usually not a good sign.
And I send, I know we're traveling as a party, but just to have it, I'll have my raven go forward in front of us, maybe 60 feet, just looking out for anything in particular. Tell me if there's anything of interest that we need to be warned of.
Sure.
Kind of scouting ahead.
So as you do that, you hear your raven here is creaking and turns around and squawks at you, and you all instinctively turn around and you see that the jungle has closed itself behind you, and you can no longer see any way out. You know the direction that you came, although you don't see your footprints anymore beyond maybe 50 or 60 feet. But the jungle has just moved its vines, and the trees have closed together, making it what was once easy to see, and you still can see going south easily before you, but you can see nothing behind you.
It looks like
You made it.
Miri is the one to keep us on the right track to get to the center of this thing.
I will do my best.
All right. You hear, as you guys continue onward, off to your left, but which is east on the map, perhaps a waterfall, or it's hard to make out. It's almost like someone is taking a large chunk of animal fat, of lard, and just sliding it down a mountain. Just an impossible amount of it. Just this oozing, sickly sound as it slurps and it echoes all through the trees. And as that's happening, you can hear rustling of leaves all around you. You're not sure if that's plant life or animal life, or maybe there's some humanoids, but there is movement. And the groaning of the wood as it kind of moves around you, closing off your retreat. So there is quite a lot of noise.
Well, that sounds like something we need to avoid at all costs.
It's repulsive sounding.
Yes, lard makes things taste good, though. No?
Yeah, I'm afraid that that's somebody's idea to make me taste good.
I'm with Alistair on this one.
Okay, we get the lard score on the way out.
What's the ley line situation here?
It seems to be pretty bone dry.
Okay.
You can definitely sense that there is a ley line somewhere nearby here, but from where you are, it's almost like something is sucking up, like the water table in the area. There's something drawing all the water to it, and so all the dirt on the land around it is bone dry because of something is absorbing all of it. All right. So, what do you guys do? Do you stop, try to go back? Do you press on going south? Do you turn east? Do you go some other way?
Well, we want to get to the center. Where are we right now? Is it where the party marker is? Or...
Yes.
Well,
so
I think we want to get to here where I'm pinging, so southwest.
So, Miri is the direction we need to go toward this noise or away from it?
I think away, yes, or I don't know. Was the noise in front of us, or
that large slurping sound was coming from the east? I mean, whether that's what you're looking for or not, you have no idea.
Okay,
but there's clearly something over there.
Well, Miri was guiding us toward the center of the growth, right?
Yeah, that would be the southwest.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. No lard today. We continue south.
All right. You continue on for a couple more hours, and you can see that there is signs of life. Finally, look like some ancient ruins that have been left behind long ago, and the trees finally subside a little bit and give you a bit of a rest, and so you can find an actual river that runs through this region, and more land that actually looks like it is not just desert that has jungle dumped on top of it. And on the top of a small precipice is what looks like an altar of some kind, and the remains of perhaps a pyramid that might have existed long ago.
Interesting.
Let's go there.
Yeah.
I like ruins.
Check it out.
Have we seen any animals while we were traversing through here?
You have. There's some birds. There's all manner of creatures, snakes that you would expect in a jungle, which is odd. You're not quite sure how they've arrived here, since those are not native to to the desert.
Well, let's head to the pyramid. Oh,
And so we have.
yes. With the river.
I like this spot right here between Nell and Angry.
I will take out my axe in preparation.
All right.
Smell for smells.
All right.
What are you smelling for?
I don't know, anything that smells amiss or anything that stands out.
All right. Yeah, you sniff the air and you catch this scent of just kind of filth. Something or someone who has not bathed in a very long time. And also an acrid smell that you're not familiar with. And you see climbing up slowly, although the eyes of this creature are bulging as they look out over you. And sitting on top of the pyramid, you see what looks like a haggard looking man, gaunt and probably starved and sleep deprived. And his bloodshot eyes just wash over you, and then they sweep past you, and then they lock onto you as you sniff the air.
Can I see him?
Yeah, I'm assuming Miri would point him out. And yeah, you guys all see this person sitting on top of this altar over here, and then finally standing up and craning their neck to look down on you.
Can I tell if he looks like a caster, or by the way he's dressed, or component pouch, or something like that?
Yeah, just make an investigation check. It does not appear to have any. This person doesn't appear to have any implements of magic upon them now.
Oh, that's interesting. What about
Are
religious
you-
symbols or anything?
Are you okay?
You do see what looks like a faded symbol on their leather jerkin. It looks like it might have been a religious symbol of some time, but it's pretty hard to see from where you're at. As you shout that, Miri, that kind of shakes them out of their stupor. It's, yes, you've come. Oh, yes, you've come to join us. Oh, there's so much work to be done. This is excellent.
Yes, we are here for the good work and the good pay. Eh?
Oh, yes, we are paid so well. Our masters pay us in great value.
And who is this master?
Oh, you will meet them soon. The lotus spice is excellent this time of year. And you hear rustling all around you as many more begin to file out, their eyes more bloodshot even than this creature, and you can see drool coming down, some of them blood dripping down their face. And you notice that all of them seem to have just this crazed expression, and this one finally begins to lose it as well. His momentary calm is broken. We will take you to the masters. Maybe they will give us a reprieve if we bring them more adventurers. And with that, we will get started with initiative.
Oh boy.
Wow, there's a lot of people on this initiative track.
Boy.
Oh no, that's a lot.
That's a lot of rolls
That's
there.
a lot
1,
of
2, 3, 4,
unknown
5,
creatures on there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right, so this one screams so loud you can hear its vocal cords start to tear, and it leaps off the building. Just gonna go right for you, Miri. And swipes with its mace.
Haha, try again.
All right.
Did it get me on the initiative?
Yeah, you rolled too slow, so
Oh,
we'll
okay.
go back to you.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
Jethro, you're up.
The one that just started to swing on Miri, I'm gonna move up to go right there. I'm gonna swing a chilling touch at it with the slime. How do I try?
All right, so a 15 will miss.
Will miss. Okay.
Yeah, it impacts on the shield at this. Well, I say a shield. It looks more like leftover pieces of someone's body, or perhaps a rib cage, but it holds it up in one arm like a shield, and it slams into it.
And then I guess I'll have both the skeletons shoot at the same one. That's a miss. See that one.
All right, yeah, it just keeps on coming. It does not hit.
16 misses too. Okay.
Yep.
So have. And I'll.
All right, now you are up.
All right. I will step forward here. My great sword, and I will attack this creature right here. Ugh.
Ooh. It
Yeah.
ducks out of the way, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take my second swing at him.
20 will hit. And with a 20, you shatter the bone shield that this thing is wielding, and so it drops it to the ground.
Okay. Ooh, when it's badly injured too. I think that's it for me.
All right, let's see. This one, oh, he's way over here. Okay. This one screams and rushes toward you, Alistair.
Yay!
And so does this one. And a mad dash is from all sides. That was a little too far. This one leaps down, rushes toward you guys. And this one is going to double move to right here. All right, angry.
First thing I do is rage. And then I'll recklessly swing at the one I have targeted, should be the one on top.
All right. Ooh, both of those will hit. And you cut that one down. It goes down almost as in a blissful drug-induced stupor.
He
Step
died
over
doing what he loved. Sorry.
it. I step over it and then look menacingly at the other one.
All right, Alistair.
All right. These things come running up to me, so I blast them with destructive resonance. And since they jumped up on me, I'm going to hit him with it at 3rd level. And so, I believe this will get both of them. Yes, right there.
Wow. They both completely fail.
Did it upcast it? Because I did it at 3rd level, so let's see, 4d6. No, it didn't do the extra 1d6. So let me roll another 1d6. So it's 16.
All right. They take a blast from your spell in the face.
Okay. And I can't disengage. So I'm gonna yell no and end my turn.
All right, this guy up at the top, he is going to take out a bow as he just laughs maniacally. And he cuts himself on the arrow as he draws it, whether on purpose or not, you're not sure. And he lets loose one at you, Miri. Ooh.
No.
It fires off a shot. And this one over here is going to rush over here, strike out at Sarah. Bone crunching force. Oh, jeez.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, and these are skeletons. Don't they have vulnerability to bludgeoning? I didn't even think of that. And Jethro, you are muted if you're saying anything. Oh.
Yes, they do have vulnerability in Sarah's dead.
All right. This one comes running out with what looks like just a brick in its hand or a piece of some of the masonry that was just left behind here, and just cracks Sarah in the head, and its skull just crumbles. And it is Miri's turn.
All right. Oh, so many.
Take care of the one in front of us.
Yeah, okay. So pack tactics gives me advantage. I keep forgetting that I have that, but and I got some rogue now, so I get sneak attacks.
Very nice. You lunge forward, stabbing this person in the chest. They are hurting very badly.
Haha. And I've got my shield out, so I can't bonus action, but yeah, that's all I'll do for now.
All right, this one rushes over the various different tumble down pieces of stone, double moving toward Always Angry. And last but not least, this one rushes to flank Alistair. All right. Oh, turn order goes down. I didn't know it went that far down. All right, so this one's going to go over here, leap over to Angry, and The last one actually is over here. This one will probably take several rounds to get to you guys. Rushes over to here. All right, Jeff.
No, the skeletons go after me. I don't know why they're stuck.
Oh, I just selected everyone on the map. That's why. Remove all those. All right. And Jethro.
Well, just do the same thing up here. Throwing all their shit like shots at it.
Ooh, 12 will miss.
Jeff will pull out his sword and shield, go for the one that's injured near Star.
Ooh. Yeah, that one is cut down. It goes down screaming, and you can see it starts to foam some sort of white material out of its mouth and then falls down. All right, this berserker lunges violently over toward you now. And crashes into your armor, but just doesn't even scratch it. Just wild nicking of your armor over and over again. And it's your turn.
All right. When I hear Alistair call for me, I'll turn and just bolt his way. So if he wants to take a opportunity attack against me, he can.
Yeah, even worse than the last time.
I will rush up over here and take an attack against the one right to my left that I haven't targeted. So, great sword.
Oh. Oops.
Those are cool.
The color?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
The what is it? Chrome?
Yeah, I know you don't like the chrome, but I tried the metal.
Yeah.
And it looks pink that way, and
Yeah.
that's not what I was going for.
Yeah, with that color, the chrome looks pretty good.
All right, you crush that one. It is dead.
All right. And with that, I will use my second attack against the one just below me there.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, crit.
Very nice. Injures that one badly.
Okay, and I will say, Alistair, get behind me. And that will be that.
All right. This one is going to attack Angry. Ooh. It does so. And it is your turn, Angry.
Angry doesn't even notice 7 points of damage.
I mean, yeah, raging, so it's 3. No. Not the one that just hit me, but the one also below me is gonna get 2 reckless attacks.
Yikes.
I don't think that it is. I don't think it's going to survive that long. Let's see. Yeah, with the crit, you instantly just cleave this one in half.
Then the second strike will go against the one that hit me before.
All right. All right, it's badly injured. Alistair.
All right. I am in melee with this one, right? So if
The one to your right, yes.
If I try to move up next to...
Disengage.
Let me... Okay. Why isn't it? Okay. So I am going to crushing curse that guy.
The one to your right.
Yeah, just below nil.
All right. 13 will fail, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Well, it didn't roll the right level amount, so 6 psychic.
All right. It is hurting, but it is not down yet.
And let me see. Expeditious retreat is a bonus action, right? And crushing curse was a cantrip. So can I still do expeditious retreat as a bonus action?
You sure can.
All right. So I will take expeditious retreat.
What does that do?
Oh, that's just dash. I can't disengage with that. All right. Well, I'm concentrating on that now anyway, so it's okay.
We'll see.
You called for me like your life was in danger. I rush over, like, get behind me. And you're like, nah.
I can't move.
Sorry.
They got me pinned down.
Right, end your turn when you're done. All right, let's see. This one up here keeps taking pot shots at Miri. Ooh, he's pretty good.
Is there a reason the one just south of Alistair, even though it's dead, only has a tiny skull as opposed to big skulls? So like some of the
that's Sarah.
That's the skeleton.
Yeah,
That's what?
That's the
that's
skeleton.
the skelly.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, if you left click when you click on a status effect, it's normal size, and if you right click it, it makes it huge. All right, so that one does its thing, shoots Miri. This one is going to turn to Alistair and try to prevent him from getting away.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's trying to get away.
Okay. Let me check something real quick. Uh-oh. It just, my page just crashed. Hang on.
That happened to me earlier
Yeah,
at the beginning of
it's-
combat.
Got to reload. Give me just a second for it to reload. Because I can do something about that attack that just hit me.
Well, crying is a free action.
Wait, yeah, and that's what I need to see. Is this a free action or no? It's a reaction. Let's see.
Yeah, if you're talking your new ability, it's a reaction.
Yeah, that's right. So I want to use that.
All right, go ahead and click it. All right, so this one takes 6 necrotic damage, but you got to bark.
Yeah. So when he hits me,
All right, you guys just hear Alistair get hit, and he makes a barking sound. But it's even worse because it's in void speech.
Right.
Oh.
Rebark from beyond.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. All right, so that's what that guy does. And it is Miri's turn.
All right, well, I don't have advantage anymore, but I do. Woo! No sneaks, but I'll take max damage.
All right,
Alright,
you
attack.
nail him down.
Haha! You are a fool to confront Miri. I'm gonna run up to this dude. Actually, is this like thing he's standing on? Is that raised at all?
It is, yeah.
Do I have? All right, I'm gonna go back. Just to get some cover from this dude shooting at me. Sorry, I don't know if I pressed the button. Getting cover from this dude over here if I can.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't just walk over to you, you'll have cover.
Cool.
All right, this one, nearly dead, turns toward Nell. Tries to bop her, but misses. And another attack on Angry. Angry, you're recklessing, right?
Yep.
All right, then it hits you for 8. And this one, way over here, is finally going to get in the fight. Oh, you know what? It's going to stand back. Take a pot shot at Angry. Ooh, it does hit. And then it'll move its normal movement. All right, back up to the top.
That one. Same. Hell, it hit.
Ooh, there we go. All right, that one is dead.
Jeff will just hit the one.
All right, and that one will miss as it shatters the bone shield that this one has, but it is deflected. All right, Nell.
All right, I will attack the one just below me. I have it targeted. Great sword.
Ooh, all right, that does miss.
Yeah, not rolling well. Second attack on that one.
Yeah, it misses as well.
That's it.
All right, Angry.
Last one in my reach. Reckless, of course.
All right, takes 15, and you slam into it. It's still going, but it is hurting and bleeding a lot.
This one's a little beefier than the others. I'll step to there.
Did you only swing once?
I swung twice.
Oh, I only see it once.
First one was a 23 for 14 slashing and 4 cold, and the second one was 22 for 12 slashing and 3 cold.
Okay, yeah, I don't see that, so that one is dead.
Yeah, same thing. I'll just step to there.
All right. Alistair, you're up.
All right. I'm going to cast Arms of Hadar. Is it everybody, or can I not? It doesn't distinguish friend or foe?
Nope, every creature in range.
Well, then, never mind. Change of plans. Now all those are targeted. I can't untarget them now.
If you hold down Alt, you can just left click anybody you want to just untarget.
Oh, okay. All right, so I will target this guy and hit him with a void strike, which means that I'm no longer concentrating on expeditious retreat.
Yeah. And an 8 will miss.
Well, that stinks. All right, but I'm concentrating on that now.
All right.
And I still can't move or I'll get hit, right?
Yep. All right, this one up here sees Miri go around the corner and just throws the bow down and maniacally leaps on top of you. You're mine. And it starts tearing at your back and biting at your neck. It's going crazy. So we're going to try to grapple you. So you can make an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Oh.
Yeah. Just grabs onto Miri and just slams her to the ground. All right, this one goes. It's going to try to get you, Alistair.
And your little dog, too.
Exactly.
Does not.
All right. It says your AC is 13 right now on your character sheet. Does that not hit you?
Let me see. No, it doesn't hit me.
All right, there we go. So it is Miri's turn.
So I always forget with grapple. Do I have disadvantage on attacks, or is just my speed is 0?
Just your speed is 0.
All right, well, I'm gonna whack this guy then. Wham!
All right, you stab him as he's wrestling on top of you, trying to hold you down.
I'll drop my shield and draw my club, and then can I bonus action whack him with the club?
Sure. No, not today.
All right. That's all for me.
Okay, this one, although one of its arms is broken, an eye is now missing, or just its eye is closed because it's so badly wounded. It's going to lunge straight at Jethro, and you can see something under its clothing. It's like pulsing, almost like a vein, but it's obviously not part of the person's body. Ooh. An 18 hit, Jethro. Does that hit?
Yeah.
All right. 9 bludgeoning damage. This one is going to try to reckless attack Angry. And that'll hit.
Who's attacking Angry? Oh, I see it. Never mind. I didn't see him standing down there.
And it is Jethro's turn.
Ew. Guess I'll shoot at the one I have targeted. Shield touch.
Ooh. It is injured. It is not quite ready to go down.
Yeah, will also swing with his long sword.
Ooh, well, with its shield down, that is going to kill it.
Awesome move there.
All right. Now, still 3 combatants on the field.
I'll hack at the one that I've been trying to kill this entire time. Hit the great sword.
Oh, so close.
Wow. Lots of failure today. And here's the second one.
There we go. And just too exhausted. It looks like some sort of speed boost is giving this creature the ability to dodge out of the way, but whatever it is, it just instantly runs out as you swing the second strike.
Okay. I will move there. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Angry.
I swipe at this guy with a bow and try to cleave him in two.
Indeed you do. Go ahead and roll your second attack, although, yeah. Yeah. You take that one down.
Is it any kind of difficult terrain climbing up these rocks?
It is, yeah. This is 10-foot incline, and then each of the others is a 5-foot incline.
All right.
All right, Alistair, there's just one left that's pinned Miri to the top of this pyramid.
All right, I'm going to void strike that one. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna. Never mind.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, so this one just explodes in a shower of purplish gore.
Yeesh.
And it is dead.
What was that?
Yeah, before I let it go, I'm gonna just survey the area and make sure there's nobody else before I stop murmuring my void speech mantra for void strike.
Sure.
So I'm guessing this one right here is dead.
Oh,
No,
that's
that
a
one's
skeleton.
Oh,
The one dead's right here. Just to say, I kind of like start shoving its bones and armor into its backpack. They each had like an empty backpack on them, and you can see they start stuffing it into its own backpack.
Make a perception check, Alistair. You feel something or someone is definitely still watching you, although you search the tree line and you don't see anything. But you just can't seem to shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Okay, then I'm gonna. Well, let me see what the duration is. Probably won't let me concentrate on it for very long. Yeah, just a minute. So it's. I'll keep concentrating on it for the full 1 minute duration. If anything, if I can get a bead on anything, I'll use it before the concentration on it goes away.
Yeah, you continue concentrating. Nothing steps out to attack any of you, but the feeling doesn't go away.
Can I sense a direction that it's coming from?
No, not really. Just feels like every way you turn your head, there's a prickling sensation on the back of your neck, like someone's right behind you, but then you turn around and there's no one there.
Be on guard, Nell. There's something here with us that I can't see.
all right, Alistair, you're too brave for your own good. Don't let them surround you like that next time.
Seems like every time I think I'm in a safe spot, that's where they all pop out.
Is there anything? What's left of this guy? Are there like any remains that I can like search?
Not of that one, that's for sure.
Yeesh.
Yeah, there just looks like somebody threw down a purple gourd on the ground, a large one, and just splattered it all over the place.
I'll keep my sword out and move up here to the north, looking for what Alistair is talking about.
All right, you can make a perception check if you like.
I can't really tell where it's coming from, but I know there's something here.
Yeah, as you look around, Alistair is, telling you about his feeling that he's got, and you see out of the corner of your eye one of the tree branches, one of the jungle trees, a large frond move, and nothing else around it moves, and you see this slight shimmering of perhaps something or someone invisible as it disturbs the area. And as you whip around to see it, it seems to move, as far as you can tell, further into the jungle and then disappear.
So it on this map here, did it go north?
It seemed to be going, this way over here.
That way. Okay, northwest. All right. I'll turn and say, Alistair, I think there is something that was invisible that went up that way. Point with my sword. Up the way. That way.
Should we follow it?
If it's magically cloaked like that, I don't think we'll be able to follow it. I mean, I could try to track it, but I don't think we should split up. I'll look to the rest of the group and say, guys, there's something that was spying on us and now has slipped up that way into the jungle. Should we try to track it?
What is that?
I don't know. What can it do? That was me accidentally dropping an AoE.
Oh, okay. I didn't
And
know if
now
that
I
was
can-
something on the map we needed to investigate or what.
Yeah. What can they do besides watch?
Any number of things, but I have a feeling that it can move faster invisible than we can move trying to track it. So,
Well, maybe since it ran off, we should just go ahead and investigate the pyramid and just you know, be watchful for it to come back.
Start with, do you want some? You want me to give you some help back, Alistair, or do you want me to wait?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you want me to give you some help back, or do you want me to wait?
I'm still okay. So it might be better to save it for later.
Wait. Guess that goes for you too, Angry. If you truly.
So
Anything is appreciated.
You would like it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, here. I just gotta make sure I know who I do it to, so I can make sure I don't do it again without a rest. Where did it go?
I'm sticking with Alistair, expecting him to get ambushed again.
It's not a bad assumption.
I was just coming over here, you know, to the stairs. I would rather go up the stairs than climb.
Yep.
You get 5 plus your level, so 11 hit points.
Does it look like there's any way into the interior, or does it look like this has an interior?
It looks like this is all that remains of what would have once been the inside of this temple. And it was built, this was the ground floor built on top of all of this. And it was probably quite impressive given the size of the destruction around it. But
okay, so
this
this
is probably like the final chamber.
So this actually is the inside of the pyramid that isn't here anymore.
It seems like it, yeah.
I gotcha.
Also trying to go ahead and just do it.
It seems like this is, while it's currently been used as an altar, you can see there's blood and other matter that's been splattered across it. It looks like it at one point was a sarcophagus.
So this top of the altar looks like it can be opened?
You don't see any seams like you would normally see to shove off the top of the sarcophagus, but it looks a lot like every sarcophagus you've ever seen. There's, you know, runes carved on the sides. Much of them have been either covered over or scratched off, but there were definitely hieroglyphs on this at one point.
But nothing that would be decipherable now?
I mean, you could try. It'd be difficult, but yeah, you can make an intelligence check if you like.
Just a straight up intelligence check?
Yeah, I mean, unless you have proficiency in history.
I think I do.
Yeah, you can tell from the hieroglyphs that this was at one point very well guarded, and something extraordinary must have happened to just blast this entire area, even bringing a river through here that once did not exist. This tomb must have had enough, and you can see a little bit of the magical arcane areas, which, Miri with her 18 intelligence can point out. There are runes that are no longer charged, but look like they had defended this area, and that's the only reason why this section wasn't blasted to bits by whatever happened. So someone went through an awful lot of trouble to keep this protected and keep people out.
Angry, do you think you can move this stone lid?
I look through my backpack real quick. And I take out my crowbar.
Do you want me to help you?
You can try, yes. And I'll try to lever it off.
All right, make an athletics check with advantage.
Oh.
12.
You get a little chunk out of the piece as you slam it in there and the two of you work on it, but you don't really have anything to work with at this point, and it doesn't really make much of a difference. You probably would need more time or perhaps a better technique. You're not quite sure.
No dice, Alistair.
Does it look like it could be openable, or are you banging on a solid slab of stone?
Yeah. Only one way to find out. But that would take more time.
Well,
As you guys are you're hitting on it, you can definitely hear as you all listen. It doesn't sound like you just impacted with a crowbar on a solid piece of stone. It sounded like it was hollow. There's something inside.
Okay.
I
mean, there had to be a reason that those maniacs were here, and they were talking about the master, and we might need to be prepared for something to come out of this thing.
Yeah. If it's hollow, I bet there's a secret passage down there.
I can make Angry big again. It gives him a lot more strength and able to handle a lot more weight than he was able to previously.
Can I search this area right here for any kind of, looks like might be a panel or something that would move out of the way or make an opening or something?
Sure, make an investigation check. Yeah, you search around for a little bit. Nothing immediately sticks out to you that would be accessible here. That would give you, a little lever or secret panel that you would find.
Well, what do you guys want to do? You want to keep trying to get the lid off, or you want to look for another way to see if, to see if we can get to what's in there?
I'll sheath my greatsword and say, why don't you give me a try at it? Nell is pretty beefy too. I have it out of character. She has an 18 strength, so let me get a shot with this by myself, Miri, using the crowbar.
I hand it to you.
Okay. Try to look for a place to get this in there, like wedged in there pretty tight, and then try to lever it open.
All right, go ahead and make it happen. Athletics check. Ooh, very nice. Yeah. So as you begin working through this, it takes you a good 2 or 3 minutes of just pure exertion, and you manage to find a spot to crack into this. And as you do so, you more break a hole in it then find a way to open the lid, and you hear scratching, like someone's nails inside raking along the insides, and a raspy voice is so dry you can't even make out what it is, but they seem to be trying to help you, and they push against the hole and you lever against it, and you hear cracking all along the outside is a hole big enough to just crush one portion of it, and a bony fur covered hand with what look like cat claws sticks its way out and just rakes the claws along the edge, and 3 long furrows are cut in the top, and you're able to just break the rest off, and a hole large enough for you to see about half of this thing. The other half is still contained, but you can see what's inside of it now. Looks like it goes down about 10 feet.
What's that arm attached to?
You can see that inside of there is a very large, maybe 8-foot tall cat-like creature, a humanoid, and its golden eyes look at you intently, and it's trying to speak, but its voice is so raspy. It's like listening to sandpaper rubbed against itself. And so it eventually just stops and looks at you expectantly, and its hand slowly comes back down. Its claws retract.
I will carefully hand the crowbar back to Miri and take a little step back and say, I don't know what that is.
That
was
Angry's crowbar.
Oh, it was Angry's crowbar. Okay.
You can hear now that the top is broken off the sound of chains. Not rusty chains, but sounding like fresh chains, freshly oiled, moving around inside of this sarcophagus.
I think we just helped something break out of its prison.
Or help something break out that was buried alive. It didn't attack me, and it could have.
Who are you? I handed my water skin if it can't talk.
All right, you hand the water skin, and it reaches its 3-foot long arm, just closes it around, barely able to reach over the top, but as it uncorks it and just drinks it, you hear a sizzling sound like you're pouring water out into the sand of the desert, and it just gushes all of it out and tosses the bag. The bag itself is now completely dried and cracked and ruined. And you can hear it start to croak as it's starting to talk. It's getting a little bit better.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. You owe me a water skin. I try to help you.
Yeah, on the count of 3, we run.
You hear it just croak after the first thing you can actually hear that makes any sense. It just goes, water.
More water? Anybody? The river, maybe.
Right.
I can't really do anything with water. Miri, can you make water?
Oh no, there's a river right next to us.
Can I cast frostbite on the river and like make some ice?
Sure.
I'm gonna make some
Make
ice
them a
cubes.
concrete.
Make some ice cubes and bring them up.
That's very kind of you.
Do-do-do-do-do.
It's not just water, but it's a cold water.
It's not as refreshing without the ice, eh? Yeah, bring some ice cubes to this poor soul.
Nothing if not thoughtful.
All right. As it gently lifts its hand to take whatever you offer, it brings it down, and it doesn't melt in the creature's hand other than what you would expect it to normally melt. And as it eats it, you can hear the sizzle and the steam starts to rise as it consumes it. More water, please.
Okay. You just wait there.
Maybe we should dump the water on him rather than.
What if we bring him to the water? I can have Jeff pick him up.
Is it? You mentioned the chains. Is it like visibly chained in this sarcophagus, or?
It is, yeah. Not only its arms and legs, but its throat are all chained together to the floor in some sort of gold-like material. That's unlike normal gold. This massive 9-foot tall creature isn't able to bend it or even stretch it at all beyond its original intent.
Okay, more ice cubes for you. This is not terribly efficient, but maybe this is enough.
No, we'll say, can you speak now, at least?
The creature says, yes, I can. Thank you.
Who are you?
I do not know. I have been here so long. I have forgotten my name.
What do you remember?
My people were here before all of your kind. Before the elves walked these lands, we were here. We greeted them as newcomers. And for a time, there was peace. But then they grew greedy and locked us away. They took from me and bound me here. So many centuries in the dark.
Do I have any idea what he's talking about?
You can make a history check if you like.
Sure. Probably not the one we want doing this, but yeah.
Yeah, you would definitely recognize these creatures now. They are called Nickney, and they are very old. And they look a lot like just humanoid black cats. And then the golden or the green eyes, usually this one has gold eyes, but usually anything that's a younger Nickney is green, and then it progresses slowly until it turns like a silvery color. You've never seen one old enough to have gold eyes, so you have no idea how old this thing is, but it's probably very old. I mean, they're very xenophobic too, so most people don't ever encounter them.
What do I know about them?
They appear to. I mean, they are rumored to exist in the wastelands in the Southlands where you guys are. Although no one knows where they have any kind of civilization, or where they call home. Miri would know that. Obviously, as I mentioned, they're very xenophobic. They also, they wear very traditional, you'd imagine Egyptian, ancient Egyptian flowing robes, and gold across their neck and chest. This one doesn't have a scepter, but they often will carry weapons like that, or daggers that are very ornate. And Miri, you would know that they often carry great powers of prophecy. In fact, many times they have been hunted in the past for people to basically steal them and force them to tell their future.
I know this. They are prophetic.
So, Alistair, with a 13, you're not quite sure, but you have heard tales of creatures like this, and you have heard that every time that they speak a prophecy, they always give 2 truths and 1 lie, although they never say which is which. And as you guys are, discussing or standing above them, the creature reaches up and it stretches to the limit of the chains with both arms. It says, please let me out of here. It is squinting against even the modicum of sunlight that's coming in from the top where you've now broken free. It has been millennia since I have been out of this place. I wish to be free.
How can we free you?
The chains. There's something, a mechanism nearby that can unlock them. I don't remember. It was somewhere nearby, the bottom of this temple.
So who put him in here? Did he say?
Was it
He
the
said
elves?
The elves did, yeah.
A millennia ago.
Yep.
What do you know about the people out here? They claim serving a master, but they are stricken with madness.
These are children. They know nothing of the world. They are pawns in a greater game. I've only heard snippets of what has gone on since I have been here, but I know that the elves move in this land once more. They seek to undo the prophecies. They seek to cheat. And that is why they have bound me here.
And what was the prophecy that made them lock you away?
Long ago, when the elves first arrived, their emperor, the first emperor, gave us gifts and tried to woo us, and we fell under their sway for a time. Because of this, we gave them a prophecy, gave them 3, as is our tradition. And we told them that humans one day would cause a great schism and force the elves from this land, force them to flee Midgard. And my understanding is that has come to pass. The other prophecy was that an elf marked would doom all of the elven kind. No matter where they went to run, they would still be doomed. They would be destroyed utterly. The last prophecy, the elves feared so greatly, they forced even the gods to forget what this prophecy was. Even I cannot remember what it is. But I know that they seek it now. They seek those who live to fulfill this 3rd prophecy, to prevent an elf mark from dooming them. They would delve into whatever evils the 3rd prophecy forbids in order to save themselves from utter destruction. Something tells me these children, and he points to the dead humans over there, they are involved somehow.
Oh boy. What can we do, friends? Break the chains?
Well, he said there was a mechanism somewhere nearby.
Yeah,
Yes.
Do that.
Can I try investigating for it?
Sure, you have advantage now because he's given you, or she has given you a pretty good hint of what kind of what you're looking for.
And she's giant, right?
She is very large. Yeah, she's about a 9-foot tall creature. Yeah, so Jethro, you're easily able to look around, and what probably had once been concealed is quite obvious now that you know what to look for. And this obviously this temple has been badly damaged. So you move aside one of the stone panels, and you can see that there is a brick. You easily press it, and you can hear one of the chains unlock. And you can see about 5 feet away, there's another similar looking brick you could probably move aside and press if you wish to.
We're all good with this, right?
Yep.
Then yeah, I'll keep pressing.
That was my insight roll to see. I wanted to insight the being in the sarcophagus.
Yeah, you completely believe her. You think that she is the most beautiful cat creature you've ever seen. Just staring in her eyes, you're barely even able to hear and register what she's saying. And not to mention not her own jewelry, which is old, but is still in fairly good shape. But the chains are unblemished whatsoever, and they glisten in your eyes as you watch this unbreakable gold that she's restrained with, just hundreds of pounds of it deep down in this pit.
Did you say the prophecy thing was 2 truths and a lie?
Correct.
Yeah, push the lever and
Push him.
I can't wait to learn the things that she might teach me.
All right. Yeah, the second is pressed, all the other chains disconnect, and she, like a cat, stretches her back, and with that, she comes head and shoulders out of this thing, and then she relaxes and goes back to her normal 9 foot tall self, reaches up. She's very weak. Clearly, being in here for thousands of years hasn't done much to increase her muscle mass, but she is able to fairly easily pull herself up out of the tomb or out of the sarcophagus and stand before you in the sunlight, almost completely closing her eyes. It's just sun blinded and can't even look at all of you. It's going to take her a while to readjust to that.
Can you eat?
The chains have sustained me, but I would relish some real food. Yes.
Well, we'll see if you think this is real food, but Miri pulls out a ration and hands it to her.
She takes it and nibbles on it, sniffs it for about a minute straight, and then finally nibbles it again. Daintily takes a little bite, like a cat, even though she's probably starving. She takes a little bit of it. Her eyes are still closed, but seems to be enjoying it.
We are currently in the middle of a jungle, which is in the middle of a desert. Do you have any idea why that would be? I'll ask the creature.
I do not. So this is what she looks like, except she has gold eyes.
Very cool. Is she that same color except with gold eyes?
Exactly.
Okay. And she's about 9 feet tall?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So she steps out. She's unable to see you for quite some time, but she's slowly cracking her eyes open a little bit at a time. Says, thank you, whoever you are. I cannot possibly thank you enough or pay you for what you have done.
Maybe you could help us with our endeavor here.
Give us a prophecy.
No, don't do that.
Do you wish such a thing?
No.
It is very dangerous.
Say no. Don't do
How is it
now.
dangerous?
Don't. No.
Once the future has been seen, it cannot be unseen, even should you wish to try to change it. Somehow, time bends itself against you. I have seen things go very wrong for people who do not like what they see. As you can tell, and she gestures all around you to the people who are dead in the jungle in the middle of a desert, it drives many to madness.
So, do you know of any power here that could be causing this wild growth? Your own imprisonment looked like it was originally in a jungle. Were you relocated here to where you are now, or did the wild growth just overtake this temple?
This place was a place of dryness recently, not more than a few months ago. I cannot say what has happened before that. I have been here, as I mentioned, thousands of years. In that time, I'm sure this place was underwater, on a mountaintop, in a desert, in a forest. Who knows? Who knows where it has been? I cannot say.
Do you know what could be causing this wild growth in the desert?
Many powers exist in this world. I cannot say without seeing for myself. But
it's nothing. It doesn't have anything to do with you or your imprisonment that could be causing this?
No, I don't think so. It could be. I sense the elves and their mischief are about, but I can't say specifically why. Something they are doing to try to bend prophecy to their will is shaping this world in a way it should not.
Well, if that's the case, then we need to stop them. Do you know where they are?
A low growl emanates from her throat, and she looks to the south, and you can see the beginnings of a wild thunderstorm beginning to brew once more.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
We're going to have to get into cover before that hits us.
We have some time, but you are right. We should not linger here. What is it that you have come here to do?
To discover the cause of those storms that you see forming now.
And stop them.
And looking for a person.
Yes, a friend of ours was taken. The kidnappers might be hiding out here.
Well, I would be honored to assist you if you would allow me to come.
Yes, please.
Excellent. I have a great debt to repay to you. I will do all that I can.
Is there anything in this place where you were in prison that might help us in our quests?
Well, I do not know. Does shiny gold metal mean of anything of value to you?
That it could be very useful, yes.
Only on days that end in Y.
You are a funny little rat. And she roughs your hair, and you can see her claws start to come out when she resists digging them into you.
Yeah, Mary will instinctually kind of lean away from a cat's paw.
Stay clear of her.
Her eyes close once more as she just takes a big whiff of you. Yes, this metal is very valuable, or a calcum. You may be able to break it, but I could not. Now that my prison is free, you're welcome to take it.
So the chains that were on her are gold?
They're a gold-like metal. It's called orichalcum, which is much harder than gold, but is very rare and very valuable.
Or you guys want to see if you can break some of that off? That we can use it to finance our endeavors.
Yeah, how do we get how many chains, or what is the unit of measurement for this metal that we get?
Well, if you guys can break them, there are 5 chains total. There is one on her neck and one on each of her limbs.
So the chains came off of her, but they're still attached to the inside of the place.
Exactly. Yeah, each of the 5 is bound into the stone itself.
Maybe Angry and Nell can break some off.
I take my crowbar out.
I will help.
Do we have any idea the value of these chains?
You can make an intelligence check if you like. This is definitely a rare metal that, unless you're a dwarf, you probably wouldn't recognize them.
Intelligence check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, given the thickness of these chains, thousands of gold if you could take them all.
Okay.
You start to bend them a little bit, Angry, but they seem to be magically enhanced. She'll tell you that you would probably need to dispel the magic surrounding them in order to weaken them enough to pull them free.
Does the wall it's attached to look weak?
No, it seems like whatever has kept her alive and sustained these chains from rusting or breaking is kind of encased this entire lower level. Even the outside is in bad shape, but the inside of the sarcophagus is still in pristine condition.
I just sit down.
I'm
Look at
gonna
the chains.
I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna say I'm a human. What is your species called?
She says that she is a Nickney.
A Nickney?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I can break this or dispel this magic, but I must prepare the spell.
How long would it take you to do that?
We might have to. It takes a few hours, several hours.
I'll look up at the sky. Does it look like we have several hours?
You probably have a day or two before this finishes. It's not certain though.
We can always come back.
If you guys want to, she can reach in and grab the chains. And if you can help her, I'll have you guys all roll a strength check. And if you get an average roll, basically, or I'll just total up all of your rolls, and we'll see if you meet the necessary strength that you need to pull these free.
All right.
Do we all make it, or
The more people who roll, the higher the number will be. So,
All right. Well,
You know I'm up for it.
I'll pitch in. It's not gonna do much, but
Mary's
he's
gonna
ahead.
turn into a bear and pull on the chains with her teeth, I guess.
Is
All
it
right, everyone-
athletics?
it's just a raw strength check.
Raw strength check. Okay.
Oh, jeez, I'm really weak today.
All right, so we got 20 so far. All right, 32.
does it not show mine? I got a 15.
All right, so that puts us at a 47.
Cool.
Added. So that's another 61, 74.
Alistair, you beat me on the strength check.
I saw that. Angry too.
All right.
Did I do better than everyone?
All right, you guys need one more strength in order to win, so maybe the skeleton can roll.
Oh yeah, I can get the skeleton to go.
As long as it gets at least 1 point, then that will be enough. Oh, barely.
Oh man.
You see the skeleton yank on it, its arms come out of its sockets, but then you just kind of plug them back in. And yeah, you pop them back into the sockets and you pull the chains free.
What's his name? Steve?
Yeah.
Way to go,
Good work, Steve.
I thought you were calling him Jeff for a while. Was it?
No, it is Jeff.
Steve felt really right to me, and I guess it's.
I mean,
I guess he's
it's not
the
like
same
he's
way.
really alive. We could always change his name.
Oh,
Yeah, Mary definitely calls him Steve, and and we'll continue to call him Steve.
All right, so you all work together and you pull the chains loose. You hear the as they break free from the magic enhanced stone that they're bound into, and you pull up 5 links of orichalcum gold. And it's about 100 pounds worth of chain, and each one of them is worth 1,000 gold.
wow. All right. Well, we'll try to store some of it in our packs.
All right. Yeah, you have a bag of holding now, so you can easily dump them in there. And the magic that is has prevented these from rusting is now broken, but they're still basically a brand new chain. So
And
long as
they're
you
in the
don't-
bag now.
yeah, as long as you don't dump them in the river, they'll be fine. All right. So now that you have done that, what do you wish to do?
Angry.
Well,
Take this. I'm gonna hand Angry the javelin of lightning.
Did we get an answer as to why she was bound in there?
No one asked her.
the
Why were you bound in there? And by who?
The
I thought
elves.
the elves did it. Yeah.
Yeah, the elves,
that's
because-
right. Elves. Because why?
Because they do not wish me to share the prophecy. They kept me here all this time, and they would have kept me here forever if whatever destroyed the outer section of this temple hadn't happened.
So you
And
can
of course
share
you
the
hadn't
prophecy
stumbled
with
upon
us
me.
now?
I do not know the prophecy. I only know that I was there. I witnessed it when our great leader gave the prophecy to the elves. I only know the first two, the ones that the elves, well, the first one humans have already fulfilled, but the second one they wish to prevent.
Why? Sorry.
But they have, the great elven mages scoured the world, and the first emperor with his magical power stole the answer to the third prophecy, so that no one knows it. There must be a way to retrieve it somehow, but since the elves of course know it, that is why they are doing what they are doing. But even to know the other two, there's excuse enough for them to put me here.
Why wouldn't they just kill you instead?
They cannot. The prophecy is bound to me.
Maybe finding an elf and redoing their prophecy will let you learn the third.
Unfortunately, it has been written. What will happen will happen. It will come to pass. Either the elves will find a way to fulfill this final blasted prophecy, or an elf-marked child will be the doom of them all. That is the only possible outcome.
With your prophetic abilities, are you able to tell us where we should go to stop this wild growth?
As I said, I can only give you 2 prophecies and 1 falsehood, and I cannot tell you which is which.
So, what do you guys think? I mean, do we want to hear the 3 prophecies and then just...
I think we should find shelter first.
okay.
Well,
Or
it looks like this storm won't be here for several days.
or
Or
days.
at least a day.
But even then, we should still don't want to be caught out. At least find a place that we can stay,
Sure.
and it might be the place that we're looking for too. You never know.
Yes, if what did she say her name was?
Nobody asked.
What is your name, lovely feline?
My name is Heset Kar, but you can call me Heset if you wish.
Are there any other places nearby that would be a place that we should check for what we're looking for?
What is it that you are looking for?
The source of this wild growth and the storms that come with it.
Cannot say. It has been thousands of years since I have been here. I'm sure that nothing that I remember exists anymore.
We do have stories of great and powerful creatures that were unstoppable thousands of years ago, the mages of the Western lands did everything they could to stop these creatures and could only sacrifice their lives to delay them. Does that sound familiar to you?
I have heard tales of this, yes. It is after my time, but others have spoken of it.
Do you think maybe one of them is causing this wild growth?
No, I do not think so. This is too organized. There's not enough chaos here. Someone is making this happen, and for what reason I cannot say, but it stinks of elf ritual magic. They are covering something, or they are hiding something, or they are building to a crescendo of some kind.
Well, these wild storms cause magical vegetation to grow, mushrooms and other things, and it kills whatever it touches. I know it would kill us. I don't know about you, but perhaps you should seek cover as well.
Well, I will go where you go.
So we find shelter, and Hesed comes with us. Maybe we have a couple drinks here, a prophecy or two.
Sounds good.
Okay, are we okay with leaving here?
Let's go.
Should our party name be the Chain Gang now?
All right, so you guys can head out in whatever direction you want to go. Hesed will follow after you.
Is where the party token is? That's where we are?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we moved down to here.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we keep heading that direction then.
Yep.
All right. Storm clouds continue to grow little by little in size. You travel for a few more hours. At this point, the sun is going down. You'd probably be able to see it if you were in the normal desert region, but because the tree line covers a lot of it, you're starting to slant down. Darkness is covering over you. And
Sorry, from what direction does the storm come?
it seems to be coming from over here.
So we're going somewhat towards it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if that's the way the storm's coming from, then maybe the origin of the storms are down there.
Exactly what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we can't.
Then whoever's
we can't head right into the storm though, because it'll kill us.
Yeah. So we're looking for shelter.
Okay.
Yeah. And I doubt we'd be able to outrun it, even if we tried. Maybe if we were in the sand ship, but I think that would drive us away from the source of whatever's doing this. We have to stop it.
Do we see any places where we can take shelter from the storm? If it's getting close enough to us that we need to.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check if you would like.
Me?
I mean, anyone who wants to.
Yeah, I want to.
How much time has passed? Have we had a short rest or any?
No, nobody said you guys stopped to rest.
Okay. What am I supposed to be rolling? Perception. Yeah, I'm real perceptive.
Yeah, so you guys look around. Angry points out that there's some vegetation in a small hill that seems to be nearby. It's fairly dry. Mira, you can see what look like small animal tracks would normally accompany creatures that retreat during the storms. It looks like they are going this direction. You would assume there's probably a cave or some sort of outcropping you could hunker down in if you wanted.
We follow the animals to shelter.
How would the animals know? that they need shelter?
How will they know? It is instinct, my friend.
Well, that, and if they see one of their little rabbit friends get turned into mushroom soup, the others are going to learn pretty quick.
True. I didn't think that had happened here yet.
So is the storm close enough that we need to duck in this cave?
You would guess that you probably have at least 24 hours before the storm actually hits.
Oh, okay. So we can keep moving on toward here?
You can if you would like to.
Yeah, I'd like to mark on our map where this cave is. So that...
It's
What's that?
just in case, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can we
All right.
can we take a short rest as I mean, it looks like we have time, right?
Yeah, you guys gonna go to the cave and rest, or you just gonna stop on the road?
Let's use the cave. Let's see how good that is. Because we
Alright.
may have to come back here.
Can we pull over? I need to use the cave.
Don't make me pull this expedition over.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn
It's-
this sand ship right around.
All right, so you can see that there are a number of worn paths leading through the jungle, and it seems to be the general direction that you guys are headed. That you believe that some of the rodents and small birds and stuff would probably hide.
Well,
Well, if you're waiting on me to go first, we're going to be here a while.
Mary is the one who found them, right?
Are there like tracks leading anywhere in particular? Or...
Miri, looking around, you can see that there are small bones of rodents and some larger ones. As you come up further, you can see there is a large log that looks like it's been used as a scratching post by some very powerful creature.
Yeah.
Can we see the cave from here?
At this point, you cannot. You would just relying on Miri's expertise that there would need to be something like that in this region to protect any of the animals from getting turned to fungi.
Okay, something big scratching the log over here. Hesed, is it a friend of yours, you think?
Her fur starts to stand on end, and she doesn't reply, but her eyes, she's only able to open maybe 25% of her eyes to the sunlight at this point, but she seems very agitated. So yeah, you can clearly see the huge scratch marks on this tree right here. And you can see up ahead appears to be a cave.
Expecting danger, I will draw my sword.
All right, well, that's a good thing, because as you do so, bursting through the tree line, you hear a fair imitation of Alistair's bark as these huge, something mixed between a serpent and a giant wolf come lunging out.
A serpent and a wolf. Wow.
Yeah, like a long-necked wolf, just very graceful and just whip crack quick, just like lightning. And it locks its eyes on you instantly. Both of them do. And they lunge for you.
To give us hugs.
Exactly. With They will hug your throat with their teeth.
Who are they going at?
Oh,
I'm going straight for you.
For me?
Well, for
Yeah,
the collective you.
Oh,
Well, I think we could assume they're going after Alistair.
the royal we.
I don't know. They're like, that one looks sickly. I don't know if I want to put that in my mouth. I don't know where it's been.
I mean, they always go for the weakest in the pack, though, right?
They do, yeah. But the reason that lions go for the weakest is not because they like the taste of the weakest, is because that's just the easiest one that they can get. They would prefer a healthy whatever they're hunting, but usually that's not likely. All right, now go ahead and roll initiative.
I did.
No. Did you?
Yeah, it shows on mine that I rolled a 5, and I'm
I
on
see
there at 5.1. It has been lagging for me.
You know, I was using Firefox and it was lagging really bad, and I switched to Chrome, and Chrome's running much better.
I've crashed a couple times already in Chrome, but
Yeah, I
only
think the
use
reason
Chrome.
is because of the audio is missing. Like if I go to the audio channel, it's trying to play every song that I have, and I can't stop it or delete it. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that, because it's been doing that to me all day today. So I think that's what's causing it. Yeah, it just like keeps playing them over and over again, and then eventually it times out because it can't play any of the audio files for whatever reason. So, all right, these guys, it's like a mated pair of wolves, perhaps. And like lightning, they 1 minute they're there, and the next minute they're right here, and lunge right into the middle of you guys. And as they do, well, this one's gonna leap right here first, and it's gonna go like this. See if it'll put it out the template correctly. Oh, it didn't.
Musk.
Oh, my page crashed for me just now.
Am I in the radius?
Yeah, so that'll hit all three of you guys, or all four of you,
Ooh, look
as
at
it
that.
stinks it up, blast you with musk. All right.
Whew.
Ooh, 3 saves.
Let's see here. Well, that's not a save.
Oh no.
Ooh. All right. Nell, unfortunately, only one who has failed and is poisoned. You're drenched in musk. And you are poisoned. And that is what it does. Angry.
Do we all get pushed out of the cone, or?
Yeah, everyone has to move out except for Nell into the adjacent space in order to leap away and avoid it.
Like here or
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll run over here. And I won't rage, but I'll recklessly attack after I target him.
All right. Ooh, all right. Both of those hit. And it impacts into the creature's flesh. It's hurting, but it is going. Let's see. All right. She is going to squint her eyes. This is kind of all she can do since she's pretty much blind. And use a disadvantage ray of frost. Ooh, that will miss. All right. Creature goes, turns to angry, and you'd see its neck start to blur. It moves so quick, it's almost impossible to keep an eye on it. and like a snake bite, 2 snappings of his jaws kind of launch out of you. Ooh, wait, hold on. Advantage. So 21 would be the one that hits, and then the next one will be second bite attack misses, and then it rakes you twice with its claws. All right, both of the claws will hit though. So 9 piercing from one of the bites. Ooh, geez, those claws are brutal. 15 from one claw and 19 from the second.
Yikes.
Dang.
All right, and that is what the creature does. Miri.
I'm going to call lightning on the one nearest to me. Big old area.
All right, it lunges out of the way. Quick as you please.
All right. Well, still takes half. 6 lightning. And Mary's gonna move over here. And that's all.
All right, now.
Okay. I see that I have the poison condition on me. Does the system calculate all that in already?
It doesn't.
Okay. It's just a reminder.
Yeah, because it doesn't know if you have flanking or if you have some other ability that gives you advantage or disadvantage. It's just there to remind you that you have that.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if my screen is freaking out or whether this was meant to be.
That's my storm cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, I can see the.
I was trying to shrink it because it's a little much, but I mean.
No. Now that I know what it is, it's fine. All right.
Submersive.
Yeah. I will step up to here and try to whack this thing with my sword. And I will be at disadvantage because of the poisoning, right?
Correct.
All right. So that is control. Hold
Yep.
on. All right. So first great sword attack. $19 with disadvantage. Nice.
All right, 19 does hit.
All right. 15 magical slashing damage. And then second swipe.
That hits as well.
Wow, 21 at disadvantage.
I know, right?
Take
Nice.
that. Yeah, that's it for me. So Stone Cut is really distracting. Right.
I am going to use Whispers of the Void and cast Void Strike. Oh man, didn't hit. Does that still use my Whispers of the Void even though it didn't hit?
I mean, you still cast it, yeah. I mean, you're using it, so I mean, it's still going. So you use it, it misses, and then the next turn, you just keep activating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Whispers of the Void doesn't have a limited number of uses. Okay.
No, just every round for a minute.
All right, so I am concentrating on Void Strike now to see if I can get another chance to blast this thing with it, and that is my turn.
All right. All right, Jethro.
All right, I see my friend Angry got hurt pretty bad, so I am going to life transfer to him as I take 19 necrotic damage, but you heal for 38 health.
Wow.
Nice.
You said 38?
Yeah. You heal double what I take.
That's nice.
You just shove some cocaine in your veins and you give him a blood transfusion.
Nice.
Not only you heal,
Cocaine
you
is
get
a
one
hell of a
rage
drug.
play now.
I mean, we are in the disco.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, the skeleton shoot. Sorry, I need to put the damage in for myself. And then the skeleton will shoot the one. This one.
That does hit and sticks him with an arrow. All right. Creature goes. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nell. All right. You see that thing launch its attacks at Angry, and this one's going to do the same. It's no longer got any musk for you, but it's got quite a lot of vicious strikes. So, bite attack. Luckily for you, these are not an advantage. Ooh, both of those miss. And only one claw connects. Nice. And pretty sad damage.
24, yeah. That's too high. All right, so it's 8.
Mm-hmm. So 3 of those just completely miss, and then 1 hits for 8 damage.
Yeah. I was all ready to shield, but the 24 it wouldn't help.
All right, Angry.
Well, instead of recklessing, I'll just do it normal.
All right. 24 will hit. So it takes 14 damage. All right, Hesset will go. She's gonna say, "Okay, sorry, I can't really hit anything while I'm blind. So let's just go with a magic missile." Slams into it. All right, other one goes. Launches its attacks. This one without advantage. Ooh, I think all of those. Oh, one of them will hit. The 16 will hit for 6. And Miri.
I just crashed, sorry. But I'll do another lightning strike on that same one next to Nell, I think. So dex save from he or she.
Or 8.
All right, let's see. Makes it.
Ooh, pretty good damage. And I'll just hang out where I'm at.
All right, now.
All right. Gonna keep going at this one. It's right in front of me. Still poisoned?
Still poisoned, yeah. Until 1d4 hours, you are poisoned.
Oh boy.
Unless you take 20 minutes to wipe it off.
Well,
All right,
can't do that now.
8 damage goes through. It's hurting bad.
Nice, and then I'll take another cut at it.
Oh, jeez. You're a machine.
I know. 14.
Poison? What's that?
Yes. Well, fighting back the nausea.
Projectile cupcakes.
Ah. For those listening, you don't understand that. All right, I am done.
All right, Alistair, what you got?
Finish it
I
off.
am going to void strike that one on Nell. Does 14 hit it?
14 hits.
Cool.
Blam. And you blast it into oblivion.
All right. And I am continuing to concentrate.
All right, Jethro.
Let's see. Think. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it. Shoot a ray of frost at it.
Ooh, that does hit.
That's movement speed's reduced by 10. Start my next turn. And then Jeff also take a little pop shot at it.
Dang, Jeff, stepping up.
Good work, Steve.
All right, he gets the 1-2 punch, and then it's angry.
Same verse. I clicked it.
There we go.
Ooh, bad
both of them
damage
hit.
though.
So 20 total damage. The last one only clips it. Almost kills it, though. And Hesset is going to hiss and puff up like a cat and then try her own hand at a disadvantage ray of frost. Bam! Take that, doggy. And she puts it down.
Boom. Miri's call lightning is hypnotizing me.
Yeah.
Right?
The storm has hit us already. We thought it was a day away.
Don't panic.
Run for your life.
Panic at the disco.
Don't
All right,
turn into
you're out
a
of combat.
mushroom.
So do we need to...
Okay, we took both out already.
Do what?
I didn't realize we killed both of them. Way to go, Steve!
So should we make our way to the cave, or what are we doing?
Yes, let's get out of this storm.
Okay, I call it off. Primal, I'm not sure how to... I thought I was able to control my AoEs before, or select them, but now I'm not sure.
In the very center of it, there should be a box.
There is not. Yeah, the one I accidentally made earlier too. I couldn't do anything with it. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what you did. I can't see it.
Oh wow.
If you click on the little elbow ruler there in the middle,
Yeah.
you can't see the center position of the
No, I
thing?
don't have like the little like box that looks like an explosion icon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Hmm.
This one I created over here, I can see it, but not for the disco cloud.
That's odd.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right, so you all can head inside the cave, take a short rest if you would like.
Take a short rest. Are we close enough to a ley line for me to get the benefit of taking a short rest? Let's see what the range is.
You are near a weak ley line.
A weak one. Yeah, when you finish your short rest within 1 mile of a ley line. So are we within 1 mile of a ley line?
Yes.
Okay. So I can get back on a short rest.
And can I still take the short rest and spend that 20 minutes wiping off the poison?
Sure. I'm sure your party wouldn't mind taking an hour and 20 minutes to rest.
So it says I can get back an expended spell slot up to my intelligence modifier. So that means I can get back up to a 3rd level spell slot, right?
Yep.
All right. So that is, I get that spell slot back from. Nice. So I get that spell slot back from Lay Initiate. And then I'm also going to use. All right, so I use that. I'm also going to use Arcane Recovery. And so I can get back up to a 3rd level spell slot with that too, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Cool. All right. And then
I'm starting to get a little more savvy with this. What I did was I saw that I had a poisoned effect on me, and I just toggled it to inactive.
Nice.
So that later on, if I ever get poisoned again, I can just toggle it to active.
Mm-hmm. So you finish your short rest, and the storm continues to grow in size, and you can hear the sounds of people nearby. As you peek your head out, you don't see anyone, but it sounds like there's a dozen or more humanoids talking, laughing and moving through the jungle somewhere nearby. Probably not through thick jungle because you don't hear a lot of leaves. Looks like maybe they're walking along a path of some kind. But
do we recognize the language they're speaking?
Yeah, most of them are speaking common. Some of them are speaking Elvish, but for the most part, it's dwarves, humans. There are a decent amount of Minotaur represented, which is not surprising considering there are a lot of those nearby, but most of them are speaking common.
Do you want me to shift into leopard form and try to sneak over there and overhear what they're saying?
Sure.
Maybe, or I have this. I have the potion of the clairvoyance. I can listen.
I
Look,
could also use my bird. I can
Ah,
see
it is-
through its senses.
this is
Ah.
free and effective.
Yes, the bird would probably be best.
I'll send my little raven out towards the noise, and I'll kind of just like I'll take over its senses, so all my senses are lost. So I'm just kind of like looking, hearing, and seeing through the bird.
Yeah, we'll guard you.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
As you fly your bird over, it observes a number of well-dressed individuals. They seem to be moving toward what looks like an outdoor gaming establishment. I guess there's tables set up, entertainment. There's look like jugglers, bards, waiters and waitresses. It looks like some sort of well-appointed lodge or gaming hut or gaming
Right in the
building.
middle of a jungle?
Right
In the middle of a desert?
Yeah, it's well groomed. There's paved roads at certain sections you can see. They're about 100 feet away where you can see this road leading toward it. And so the establishment itself looks like it's about 2 or 3 stories, and it looks like someone took a hill and just shaped it and put a building underneath it, like an enormous hobbit hole or a hobbit house. And there are more of those individuals that you saw that attacked you, the ravening, red-eyed humanoids, and they all are bustling about. Their eyes are not quite as red, but they're definitely bloodshot. Doing menial chores, serving food, moving equipment, pulling out chairs for people.
I'll just kind of explain that to the party that there's more of these the people there, and they seem to be gambling at some pub and stuff.
I'm assuming you wouldn't be able to do that until you drew back to yourself, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I can just do that. I'll come out real quick. It's like an action for me to go in and forth. So
Oh,
I can come out real quick and just have the bird hover there for a second and tell everyone.
Sure. So, in the middle of this wild jungle, in the middle of a desert, they have a gaming establishment?
I
That is
mean,
so strange.
Somebody does.
It looks a lot like a huge hunting lodge.
Does it sound to Miri like a lodge of the dancing bear?
It does not.
Dang.
No, these are not your normal nature-loving, woodsy type of people. These are elite, who are wealthy, and all of them have weapons of one kind or another that are gilded and encrusted with jewels and all kinds of excessive things that make no difference in using a weapon, but are a status symbol.
Ozers. At least that's what we called them in the 80s.
So, I mean, should we just go ask to be let in, or?
well, they were like the people we fought. Maybe not as crazed, but they have bloodshot eyes like the peoples we fought at the ruins.
I imagine they'd want the same thing as the ones we fought to bring us in.
They
Forcibly.
probably were from here.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to throwing some bones.
Well, should we try to sneak in or try to
Yeah.
figure out? I mean, there may be something significant that we need to get to in there.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
And if it's like a casino, then were there people coming and going, like it's open for business or something, or is it like a closed club?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, where would they go if they left?
You want me to try to go in there? As I'll kind of like I'll change my whole appearance to look like one of the bloodshot people we just fought.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can certainly try. And I'll just, oh yeah, like I said, I'll make myself look completely like one of them, and I'll kind of like separate from the party for a bit. I'll leave obviously Jeff, and I'll leave the Raven back there too, just in case.
All right. Are you going to use a disguise kit, or are you just going to magically?
Changeling.
Oh. All right. Yeah. So go ahead and make a performance or a deception check, whatever you would like to do.
Oh, I rolled.
Yeah. You walk in. Several of the other bloodshot look you up and down. He said, "Where's your lotus leaf? You don't have one. Are you trying to escape? Someone, this one is trying to escape. He doesn't have his lotus leaf. Seize him."
Oh no.
And a bunch of the bloodshot all draw weapons or grab whatever is nearby. Quick, take him. He's trying to flee. He's trying to escape.
Yeah, definitely try to leave.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check. See, or
I'm
whatever
gonna
you
cast
like to do.
Long Strider on myself,
All right.
and so I have more movement speed.
All right. You rush off into the jungle, trying to lose them. After a little bit, you hear them shouting to one another, it's not worth it. He won't make it far without any lotus leaf. He'll be dead in 24 hours. They're back. They're always back. And they turn around and start muttering and start walking back
then-
into wherever they're going.
I guess I'll go back to the party then afterwards. Kind of take my time a little.
What did you find out?
That they're all marked somehow with some leaf thing, and they can definitely tell if you're not marked. So I pretty much immediately had to run away. Within
So-
24 hours, anyone who's not marked supposedly will die. Assuming that has to do with the storm. Do you think these people have protection from the storm due to their marks?
I bet you they do. Did any of them seem concerned about the storm? 'Cause it's easily visible.
They were gambling away. It looked like. I doubt it.
So should we just go take the lodge?
Around
Do you
how
think-
many people did I see?
There's probably about 20 or so wealthy individuals, nobles, you would guess, wandering around the establishment. You saw at least 10 or 15 servants, these lotus people that you saw earlier, attacked you guys. Most of them don't have any weapons, probably not permitted to have any, but they grab whatever they want in order to or they have to defend this place. And they're all doing menial labor.
Yeah, you're still talking 30, 40 people, Alstar. I don't know if we really should.
Yeah. Maybe we could send one of us, either Miri or myself, to scout ahead and find if there is a main building we can sneak into, or a side door or something like that. Try to be sneaky about it rather than just full frontal assault.
Well,
There's always
maybe they would be sufficiently impressed by a scholar of Bimia that they'll let me in and I can find out what's going on.
It's possible, but what if they're not?
Never knew you'd be a risk taker.
Then they'll run me off and I'll leave.
Well, I mean, they could try to kill you, like the first ones did.
Well,
All
mean,
I'm saying is that if
there-
you go in there alone, I won't be there to protect you.
there are, other people in there, right? And it looks like those crazy people are their servants.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if this is I'll try to put it delicately.
You don't have to.
And upper class, if you believe in that kind of thing.
Well, there definitely is.
And upper class society here, then they would probably recognize where I'm from and what that means.
Would they respect you for it?
Possibly. I mean, it's always good to have favor with the arcane academies in Bimia. They're the most powerful sources of arcane knowledge anywhere in Midgard. So, yeah, scholars of Bimia are pretty well respected.
If you want to try it, go ahead. We can. I can stay. Out of sight, and try to stay as close to you as possible.
These people don't fit the description of the people that took Krin, do they?
No, this seems more of like a wealthy hunting lodge out in the middle of the forest, although how it got here and why anyone is here, you're not sure.
This is very strange. Be very careful, Alistair. Miri will stay close. I will be a snake.
Cool. Can Miri get like in my robes somewhere that she can just go with me?
Is that a snake in your pants? Yes, she sure can.
Wow.
This is a good idea.
Okay, so now I'll have some backup if anything goes crazy.
Well, I'm gonna go with you as far as I can. I'm gonna shift it to leopard form.
She could be your pet leopard. Quote.
Why not? That's a good idea.
I don't know. That might be pushing it. I don't. They probably wouldn't let me walk in with a huge leopard.
It's a regular sized leopard, not a huge one.
Well, a huge cat. So everybody's okay with that? With me just going up and having myself announced?
Yep, you can announce yourself. I'll lurk at the edges, not come with you, but ready to rush to your defense if they decide to murder you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll brush my robes off and straighten myself up and try to, look as dignified as possible, and just stride up to what looks like the main entrance of this place, and the first servant I see, I'll say, I will be announced.
All right, make a deception check or performance, your choice.
How far away can I get in leopard form without them seeing me?
About 40 feet.
Okay.
Deception or performance? Man, they're both charisma, so it doesn't matter. I guess I'll go with deception.
I imagine if they know anything about Bimian scholars, they know.
And I don't know if deception be right, because, I'm telling the truth. I am. Yeah.
Well, it's the same role as performance, so you're basically doing performance. Would probably be more what you're looking for, even though it's the same check for you, because you're trying to make yourself seem important and make it look like you belong here.
Seem important.
And you can see.
What is that? What is that supposed to mean?
Well, it means what it means.
Didn't want you to find out this way,
but inspiration.
So, One of the wild-eyed individuals, somewhat on alert, as someone recently just tried to walk in here and has what looks like a broken piece of glass in their hand. They're trying to hide from you. So, greetings, sir. Do you have your invitation?
No, I have no invitation, but I will be announced as visiting scholar of Bimia, Alistair Altier.
Visiting scholar. Interesting. All right. Well, since you don't have your invitation, I assume you have the proper entrance fee.
You would charge me for entrance?
Of course, only the wealthy are permitted beyond this point. If you don't have an invitation, though, I'm not sure how you found this place.
What is the requirement for entry?
Starts to look a little suspicious that you don't have an invitation and you don't know how much it is, but you're asking to get in. Says, well, it's a little rude to speak about such things, but the entry fee is 200 gold, if you must know.
Would you like my pet snake?
He starts to back away. If you wish, I can see if I can speak to one of the headmistresses. I'm sure she can settle you in if you don't have the entry fee.
Please do.
All right, very well. He turns away, keeping an eye on you, and heads over, says something to this guy over here who looks and points at you, and then he rushes in here.
Maybe you guys should go in with me after all.
Oh, it's not like you can tell us that.
So after a moment, you wait for someone to come in and attend you, and you see this individual come out. He says, "Hey, Alistair, what are you doing here, my man? What's going on?"
My God, he's
What a
everywhere.
coincidence!
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Jesus
Great to
Christ.
see you.
Good to see you. He claps you on the back. Oh, sorry. Did your eye just pop out? Oh man, that's not good. Oh, should I help you? No, never mind. I'm sure you got it. What are you doing here, you crazy man?
What are you doing here?
Nothing. He sees eyes kind of go big, and he puts his arm on your shoulder. What are you doing here? You're gonna blow my cover, man.
What is this place?
He puts a forced smile on his face. He grins through his teeth. This is the crazy thing we were talking about. These people are nuts. They're selling people. This is a hunting lodge, but this is a hunting lodge for people. They pay big bucks to kill other humans, and worse. You don't even know the half of it. You get out of here quick. They see you, they're gonna throw you in the ring. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, it's not a good time for me, man. I don't have your money. I don't have your money right now. I'm really sorry. Hey, you should come back later. I'll front you the entrance fee next time. It's my fault. I must have lost your letter. You know how I am. Wolver mums. Usually a dependable guy. Seriously, Krin is here. You need to get out of here before they see you.
We need to leave with Krin.
You can't just walk in the front door. They see me with you. You'll blow my cover, and they'll sick their dogs on you. And he points to one of the workers. These guys are all hopped up on lotus juice, man. They're addicted. They will rip out their own throat to get more of this stuff.
So you can't get us in here?
Not right now. Just give me a little time, all right? Let me work my magic. All right? He He winks at you. Hey,
Can I insight him?
sure. He is visibly sweating, but he's trying to keep calm. You've never seen him this frightened.
Miri is going to fly, since I'm a flying snake, over to Bulvert, and like try to like land on his body.
Are you trying to hide from him, or are you just trying to land on him?
I'm trying to like land. Well, I mean, yeah, land on him and like slither into his clothes.
Okay. Well, he will see you, and he looks at Alistair. He's like, "What the heck is this, man? Trying to do some voodoo on me?"
It's your pal Miri.
Oh, and he winks.
I'll
I
kick in
see.
his ear and like do a little tongue flick.
Man, you're a sneaky one. He chuffs you on the shoulder. All right. Come back in after nightfall. All right, after nightfall, I'll meet you. I'll meet you at the shrine. Okay, you just head west. He gives you directions to a rundown shrine.
Yeah,
Meet me there.
we've been to the shrine, right?
No, that was just the pyramid that was run down. He's pointing west, and you guys came straight down, straight south.
Okay.
So meet me there after nightfall, maybe 2-3 hours. I'll see what I can do. All right. And he starts petting the snake, like, yeah, I have a pet snake. Don't question it. And he says, all right, I'll see you later. And he goes back inside.
Okay. So I'll go back to the rest of the party and tell them everything, all of that. That Bulver Mums is here, and it's pretty shady, and he's sweating bullets over something, and I don't think he was completely honest with me. But then again, he never has been, right?
He's sweating bullets because he doesn't have our money.
Where's Mary?
Yeah, did I go back in with him or?
I mean, if you want to, he has you in his pocket. He's going to take you in.
I wanted to go in with him.
You're his pocket snake.
He takes you inside, and he starts to act like an obsessed cat person. And he's like, "Oh yes, everyone, look at my beautiful snake! Isn't this wonderful? I just bought it, and its scales are so clean. I clean it 3 times a day. Oh no, you can't feed it that. You can't feed it. It has to have special treats." He's just showing you to everyone, and he holds you really high up, so you can see what's going on. But he makes it look like, he's wants everyone to see how magnificent you are, and tucks you back in the pocket. No. Keep your paws off. Keep your paws off. All right. This one's mine. Get your own.
I'll pet it, I'll hug it, and call it George.
He walks you around the inside of this building so you can get a good look. So he'll continue to do that. He's definitely picking up that you're here to do some reconnaissance. He's going to try to help you out with that.
Nice.
All right. So you guys head back. He's going to walk around a little bit, try to get some information, and do what he's going to do before meeting you at the shrine in a couple of hours. And this will be a perfect place for us to pause for next time. So you see what happens next.
All right. Very cool.
Wait.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I had fun.
It's a blast as always. Can't wait.
That's all that matters. Awesome. Well,